Hey, it's my second time trying to make this video, but I just want to talk about Johnny Manziel. I think it's very possible that. So, Johnny Manziel, I thought he was going to play baseball for a little while, but now he's back playing football again for the AFF. I think it's called the AFF or something like that. Or, anyways, though, I think that means that sometime in the future we should see a return to the NFL from Johnny Manziel because you know if you're not playing football, your skills are going to diminish. But if you're playing football, I think possibly in the future he could overcome his alcohol demons or whatever, his party demons, and get back in the NFL. The best way to overcome your demons is to stay right in the mix of things, doing things you love. When you're laid out and you ain't got a job or whatever, or you're on the fritz, that's when the demons take over. But when you're going to work every day, and you feel like you still got a chance to be somebody, that's when, you're more likely to conquer those demons. And anyways, though, and I like so Johnny Manziel, you can say what you want to about him, but he was a Heisman Trophy winner. So at some point, if he continues to play, he might get back to that Heisman Trophy guy he was, and I think he'll return to the NFL. But as far as playing for the Cowboys, I don't think that'll happen because I think Johnny Manziel wants to be a starting quarterback. And I think he'd rather play in the AFF than return to the NFL and not be a starting quarterback. I don't know if he's a starter or anything but in the AFF, but I'm assuming he is. But as long as he's on the roster, he's going to be practicing and stuff, So, anyways, so I guess I'll talk about the NFC East. So you got the Cowboys, and I think they made some pretty good moves. I think Robert Quinn is a good move. I don't think Randall Cobb is a good move. But if Randall Cobb were to return and play at the same level he used to play, that would be great. But he has the cramps. And, I used to not know anything about cramps. But when I got a cramp in my calf, I could no longer work out my calf for the rest of my life. I can't do calf raises. If I do, I'll hurt it again. And so I realized how serious a cramp injury is. It'd be better to break a bone than to get a cramp because a cramp is always there. The muscle is tore. You break a bone, it'll heal back. But he's got the hamstring cramps. He's had them for years. And, that's exactly what kept Sean Lee out every single year of his career just about. Once he started getting those cramps, he got injured every single year. Because the thing of it is when you've got a cramp, the NFL is too busy. You're working out too much to overcome that cramp. You'd have to lay off working out for like 6 months to recover from a cramp. And even at that, no matter what you do, you'll never be able to do the same amount, the same level of workouts you used to do without that cramp coming back. You have to do less workouts from there on out on your calf. And you just can't do that in the NFL. They work you too hard. They force you to go through all this training. You're getting paid millions of dollars. They're not going to let you sit around and be as lazy as you would have to be to stop yourself from re-injuring your cramp, So I don't think that Randall Cobb is going to be healthy. I really don't. And, a good receiver, but I just think it was a foolish move for the Cowboys to do. And I think Cowboys have got every single piece in order to win a Super Bowl, but the one thing they don't have is realizing that cramps are serious injuries. We still have Sean Lee on the roster. When we start realizing what injuries are reoccurring and we stop signing those guys, that's when we could win the Super Bowl. Randall Cobb, I may be wrong, but I know I'm not wrong. He's never going to be the same player that he used to be. It's not that he can't do it or he's not as skilled anymore enough to do it. It's just those cramps, you'll never be able to work out that much and not have that cramp return, So the Cowboys are pretty much back where they were before. They got a good pass rusher in Robert Quinn, but we haven't signed DeMarcus Lawrence. And I don't know if we will because he wants too much money. For a guy who only got 10.5 sacks, I mean, that's too much money. And even if we do get him back, we're going to be screwed the next couple of years because we've got to sign Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. And there's going to be other guys like Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch that we're going to have to sign. If we pay DeMarcus Lawrence that much money, we're not going to be able to sign all those people. Anyways, so I'm going to try not to focus on the Cowboys. So then you have the Redskins, who fear them, I'm telling you, because even with their backup quarterback, they were doing really good. They would have won the NFC East last year. They would have won it. And that is, I haven't done my NFC East predictions, but that may be my prediction to win the NFC East next year is the Redskins. They were better than any team in the NFC East last year. That's what I'm going to say. I mean, even when their quarterback went down, they were almost beating teams. So I might pick them to win the NFC East. But second, I'm probably going to have the Cowboys, but because the Eagles. So now you have the Eagles, and I don't know who all they've picked up, but and then it's another thing with them. They haven't had Wentz healthy all year. Wentz has been getting injured every year. So, but if Wentz does get healthy, I don't think he'll be playing at the same level he was that first year before his first injury, because he hadn't missed a beat then. Now he's missed 2 years and he's missed in 2 straight years. He's missed a lot of games, and a lot of practice. He's missed everything for those weeks that he was injured. But they could start getting stronger and stronger as the year went on. If Wentz stays healthy, he'll start getting better and better, and be really strong by the end of the year. But that's 3 good teams in the NFC. You got the Cowboys, you got the Eagles, you got the Redskins. And then you have the Giants. I just don't know about the Giants. I don't know what their problem is either. I should probably have a Giants expert come on my channel and tell me what's wrong with the Giants, because, and of course, Phil Simms for like the 10th year in a row is going to pick them to win the Super Bowl, but really, I just don't know. You got Odell Beckham. I guess he hasn't been playing very much, but just him alone is not enough to win. It's not, the problem is not Odell Beckham is not good enough, or Eli Manning isn't good enough, but I don't think Eli Manning is some great quarterback, but he's good enough. It's just the rest of the team. They had all those receivers. They had Victor Cruz. They had, what's that other guy they had? They had another guy. I don't know if they still have those guys, but and that has to do with coaching. If you're not getting the right personnel, it's the coaches, because those coaches decide what players you pick for those positions. Like the defensive coach, they listen to him mostly when they're picking guys for their defense. So a bad team usually comes back to coaching. Anyways, though, so that's the NFC East stacking up. But the main part about this video is I think since Johnny Manziel is in the AFF or whatever, or the AAF, whatever it's called, I think he's going to make a return to football, to the NFL. I really do. I'm going to be keeping track of him a little bit because I think that's an interesting story, But anyways, so there you go. There's a little sports rundown for you there for football. Thank you very much. Bye.